Hey guys, this is the branch vlog for 0.2.2.9, the Act 1 door variants one here. So, yeah, I'll get to it. There was a little bug with how the Rect lights were behaving, where they would work fine in a level which already had lights on the light switch here, switch to on, but off. It didn't initialize properly. So, a bit like if it was on and then you turn it off, it would go starts on, off, on, you know, when you switch it. If it started off, it would go off, on. I don't know, yeah. And if it started off, the rectangle lights would go on, off. You see, because it didn't register it being off to begin with. So that first click where you click it on is on, but when it's initialized, it's on. So yeah, the rectangle lights went on, off instead of initializing as off, then going on, then going off like a normal light switch. So it's just to do with initializing it. Create a bunch of doors, really quick pass. Let me just show you them. Nothing special. So we've got the armory door, comms room, comms tower, observations room, lift, which I just thought I'd make it, just thought I'd give it like a really quick silly one, and then hangar, just a really quick one. These are all version 1s. They will not look like this. Even on version 2 they'll look a bit snazzier, but version 3 they'll look like proper doors. It won't be as glaringly obvious of, you know, the name of the room is written on the door. So I did that. The normal maps, straightforward enough. Stuff like that. Yeah, so that's the doors. So hangar door, if I'll just show you where they are. Hallway lower in Act 1, don't save, G. So hangar door is here, and I'll probably align it to be like there. Armoury door, I need to highlight it, just otherwise it'll be like a complete mess on the timestamp stuff. Armoury door I'll put there, but I feel like I should put it somewhere else. Maybe I'll share it here at some point. Communications door is there. The communications tower door is actually at the top of these stairs, and you don't see it from this side, but save. You do see it from this side, which is, imagine you've come at the top of the stairs, and you're in the room. So that's where that one is. There's no door for the ventilation shaft because it's kind of already got its own shaft door, hasn't it? Observation room, again, you don't see the observation room door from the inside, like opposite to this one, where you only see on the inside, because yeah, you're actually, you know, the hangar door, imagine you're in the hangar, and then there's a set of stairs inside the hangar, and that takes you to the observation room. So on second thought, I probably don't even need an observation door. I've just done a door for each room without thinking, but we'll see. I might still incorporate it. Lift door, not used yet, but just made it. And additional debug. Yes, let me show you. So I'll go on the rectangle lights, click that to go to the master. You will see I finally started using the construction scripts. I've moved this from begin play to actually on the construct script, which in my head, like, event construct and event and construct script feels like the same thing, but it's probably not. On looking online, this is like the best thing to do if we're talking like it's made as soon as it's made. Essentially, it's needed as soon as it's made. So it doesn't work with everything. I tried it before, but going in a bit blind, it didn't work, but it works well for this. So this is a master rectangle light. No, so it's only interior light control. I've also done a debug, which I should put in debug. Oh, let's be good. I was going to call it lights. That's just ridiculous. Nah, I'll leave them in the lights folder in a light. But yeah, debug. I've done it a bit different this time. I've created an enum to do interior or exterior, and right, hey, yeah, sorry, I'm back. Yeah, so I've done something a bit different this time. Well, I've created an enum. I won't show you because it's really simple. You see, it's got int and ext. Don't really use it for anything except for this debug now. But I initialize it like the interiors are ints, the exteriors are ext. I initialize it on the child, but I've put the debug on the parent. So even though there's interior and exterior, kind of like a family tree going off as two separate children, the debug is on the parent and it passes through, and inherits it. And you could see, so when I do something like I get that interior light, let me just grab you it. Technically you can't interact. Well, you can do for switches if you count the switches. I was just thinking out loud for the folder logic. Here we go. You see debug light settings. There's no debug here because it's coming from the parent. And normally I stick it, either just stick it on the parent and use it on the parent level. I don't normally have children which are, I guess, radically different and needing different logic, because exterior needs exterior light logic and interior needs interior light logic. So this is quite I guess you'd say like a novel case for using it for me, and it just works like a normal debug. It's not turned on at the moment. It passes through the type automatically and passes through the intensity. It allows me to understand which ones are which. So if I just do this just to explain it to you, you'll see what I mean. It's already done on interior. Play. So we've only got interior on this one, and you see the lights. See, it's working right now. It's initializing as off. Off is one third the intensity brightness and intensity of on. If you're wondering, like the color, like the combination ratio, you saw it on the construction script. There you go, one third. I was going to show you a room where it's got both, wasn't I? Bedroom, plate. See, now you've got interior, exterior. The exterior doesn't change. In the exterior, it's the shadows that turn on and off the exterior, not the intensity. And yeah, that's it. Just click it off. Here we go. Done. Tidied that up. That was nice. Yeah. Oh, I did change this logic. Now it just matches the spotlight and the point light. So what I'm doing here is passing through. If I click on that to show you the pass through, I'm just, will it do it? It's not doing very good job. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. It's passing through whether it's on, but really it's doing a really bad job of this, because I was upgrading it last night and I thought I can radically improve this. There's no reason for this to repeat, and there's no reason for me to do on and off ticking it, because I can just pass through the on. If it's on, it's on. If it's off, it's off. And just have like a single one. Just have a one single strip. So room for improvement, but very granular, I guess you'd describe it. The benefit of this is it's very granular at the moment. You can truly see where each thing goes, rather than all being like implicit logic where I'm just passing through variables. But that's what it's doing. Initializing it, it works correctly, which I talked about, it not being off if it's automatically off. partly because these two were combined into one, and they just had a function at the end saying toggle the shadows interior and exterior, these two, and partly because at this point the completes went to the next one, but so did the false. So it was like doing like a double initialize, so it was wrong in a couple of places, but fixed now. Next, which is now, which I'm working on, managed to bump this early. This was going to be March, but I've got a couple of days left in Feb. I've got about 7 days. So I'm going to blast through that. I'll probably be able to do pager and radio in before March as well. Maybe even that one. I might be able to get all these three done in February. That'll put me well ahead. And then before year 3 starts, I can get all the Act 1 items done, which means these Act 1 levels, don't touch, will have some life to them. Because I already know what to put in, but I've got version 1 where it's 35 by 35 pixel sprites, and now we're working in 140 by 140, so I need a massive overhaul. But I do have some pretty like original ones that I made when the scale was not even a quarter, is it? Because it's half of what it is now, and then it's half of itself. So it's like negative cubed, if that's a thing. But yeah, so essentially I'm saying I think I can get all these three done in Feb. And that the only thing extra I've done is that used to be Act 1 item. It used to be just like new items of creating ones that are missing that I haven't fully populated in blueprints and made sprites for yet. Now that's split as just Act 1, and then I've added in at the end. Oh, I haven't even named it. Silly me. I'm not that optimistic. I can't get all that done. There we go. In October, we will blast through the Act 2 and Act 3 items, and really, it's really coming together at this point. We reach October this year, really coming together. We've got all the static meshes, so all the level shells like this, done, textured to at least a version 1 standard. So version 1 is get it in, version 2 tidy it up, version 3 pre-polish, version 4 polish, like ready, don't touch it again, unless it's just creative decision. But it shouldn't need any touch up at version 4 at all. So we'll have version 1s of everything, version 1 of all the items, the enemies will be more accurate, with the AI will be a bit smarter. We'll have all the animations in and proper textures for the enemies and NPCs. I'll have migrated to multi-directional sequences, which looks really cool. There's an Octopath Traveler video where I believe they're Japanese out there. They're speaking in Japanese, but you can understand what they're doing because they're showing Unreal, and there's like a dub over it on YouTube. It's really good, and I thought, oh, that's so much easier than having to do some sort of trick where I need to look at the rotation and like whether you're moving to the right more, moving to the left more, to flip the sprites on their axis, like the Z axis. So left looks right, left goes to right, right goes to left sort of logic. Instead, I can just use multi-direction sequences. So really, honestly, once this stuff is done, we're gonna have a shell of a game without the levels made, without the events made, without the cool nuance to it. The life hasn't been fully breathed into it yet, but the shell, the skeletons are going to be there, and there's going to be enough to make it like, maybe do like a Kickstarter off the end of it. There'll be enough to reach like a Kickstarter initialize point, and then after this, yeah, it's just version 2s, version 3s, version 4s, make the missions, make the events, make cool little quirks, expand on ideas, refine things, make the new guns. But honestly, come before Christmas next year, Christmas this year, Christmas 2025, it's going to be great. This is already a radical improvement to me. like radically come along these last two branches, and it's going to be amazing. So I really hope you stay along for the ride. I will keep on passing the educational videos into the playlist like I did with showing you how I do my card reader and light switch stuff. I will start fleshing out more of that as well as doing the branch updates. But yeah, thank you for your time, and I shall see you in, I say, a week, because I'm pretty good once I get locked in. So see you soon.